Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU stand. This is the preview for Man City versus Man United. Really can't wait for this game. I mean, it's been a while since we actually saw Manchester United play. I believe it was like 4 weeks ago. So we actually missed lots of game for Man United, but I just couldn't wait for this international break to finish and that we get to see a Premier League game coming back again. There's been a great performance from Manchester United players in the international break. We've seen Dalot perform well. We've seen Bruno play well. Cristiano struggled a little bit, but he was okay as well. So going into this game, we are going to talk about who is the most important player on each team on Man City and Man United. We're also going to talk about how Haaland versus Martinez is gonna go. I mean, I think it's gonna be very tight in terms of who's gonna win that battle. I mean, lots of people think that, okay, Martinez is short, so he's just gonna be dominated by Haaland, but that's not the case. I don't think that's gonna be the case. There's also a question about who is going to start for Manchester United up top. Is Cristiano gonna start? Is Rashford fit? Is Martial back? We're going to talk about all these stuff, but before we get started, guys, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's get into it. I mean, this is the lineup I've gone with. So you're looking at it on my left here. I've gone with 4-3-3. Of course, De Gea will start in goal. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. In terms of center backs, I have actually gone with Varane and Martinez. I don't think we should change that. And of course, Maguire cannot be back for this game because he's actually injured. But even if he was fit, I don't think he should be playing for this team, or he should be starting for this team. So that is not even a debate, in my opinion. But I think Varane and Martinez has done really well for the past 4-3 games. So I think I'm going to continue with the same center backs. There's no need to change the center back. Of course, there is a question on when we move on to the left back, there is a question on, are you going to go with Schar, or are you actually going to stick with Malacia? I'll stick with Malacia because Malacia has done really well. I know Schar performed for England. When I say perform, I mean he just scored a goal. I don't think all round his game was perfect against I believe Italy and Germany. I don't think he did magnificently well, but I do think that he scored in that game. So you might give him a chance to start in this match, but I wouldn't change this defense. I'll stick with Malacia because Malacia has been very, very strong in that position and has done well moving forward and defending as well. That basically that's gonna be my starting left back for this game. So Malacia surely has to start over Schar because Schar has to be on the bench. He has to force himself into getting picked, so he has to perform for Ten Hag. So at the moment, he still needs to be on the bench, in my opinion. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So the next question is, of course, Casemiro. Are you going to start Casemiro in this game, or are you going to stick with McTominay in that position? Of course, McTominay has performed really, really well in the past 2-3 games. But just because McTominay played well, I don't think we should just stick by McTominay, because Casemiro is going to bring a lot to this team. He's going to bring that experience to this team. He has lots of big matches experience. When he was playing for Real Madrid, he played lots of Champions League finals. Casemiro, for me, has to start in this match. I think we're going to need his experience against the likes of Man City players, the likes of Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne. I think we really need Casemiro in this game. Of course, Ten Hag might stick to his gun and stay with McTominay in that position. But I do believe I do believe that we actually need to change something up and play with Casemiro instead of McTominay. Of course, it's an option to actually play both, but that's basically going to make us very conservative. If you actually look at, let me just pull up this. So if you actually pull up how we're going to look, this is the lineup that I have gone with, but you could easily, I mean, you could easily see McTominay playing here and Eriksen moving to a Bruno's position, and Bruno could be dropped, and we could see this, or we could definitely see that not playing without a striker and play Bruno as a false nine. Of course, he's tried playing Eriksen as a false nine in the past, Ten Hag, so I wouldn't count this out, to be honest. He could definitely do this, especially if Rashford and Martial are not fit, and they are not fit. It seems like they're not fit, so definitely this could happen, but that's not my preferred lineup. So I'll just quickly go back to my preferred lineup, but this is possible that we could see McTominay and Casemiro play together, but I think that's just gonna make us very conservative, and they could even put us more under pressure. The fact that we're playing very conservative and defensive lineup, so that could be the case. But I'll certainly and for sure I'll definitely stick with Casemiro as a CDM and play Bruno and Eriksen on the left and on the right. Casemiro, of course, can clean up all the mess and can protect the back four, and Bruno and Eriksen can actually work to create something for our forward lineup. So definitely, we definitely need these two attacking force, in my opinion. So that is the lineup that I have gone with. Up front, of course, Antony will keep that position on the left. I think there is no debate about that. He has settled in really, really well. He scored on his debut against Arsenal as well. A magnificent goal, by the way. I don't see Ilanga or anybody else getting into that position. So I think Antony is going to keep his position on that left-hand side. But the big debate, in my opinion, is who are you going to start up front? I mean, up front, are you going to go with Rashford or are you going to go with Cristiano? In my opinion, regardless of Rashford being fit or not, I think we should go with Cristiano. He's a big-time player. I know lots of people are writing off the GOAT. They're disrespecting the GOAT. They're saying he's finished, he's old. But I think that's a huge mistake. I think I still reckon Cristiano will give a lot for this team. I think he could still do a lot more than what he is showing at the moment. So I do expect Cristiano to come back and bounce back and prove lots of people wrong. But at the moment, huge fans. I'm not just talking about United fans. I'm talking about Portugal fans. Even saying, oh, why is he starting? He's getting too old. I think it's a mistake. Cristiano has proven time and time again that he could, when you write him off, he always bounce back. This time we'll definitely see that if he can actually do that. But I also think Rashford is not 100%. It's been 4 weeks now. He's still not 100%. So I wouldn't risk Rashford in this game. So I would probably go with Cristiano up front. So that is the lineup I have gone with. On the left, Sancho, of course, has to start. Like I mentioned, Ilanga is not going to challenge these two positions. He's not going to challenge Sancho. He's not going to challenge Antony because he's just not good enough. But he could be a good option coming from the bench to give you that energy and what do you say? Like he gives you that intensity, basically. You get that from Ilanga. But other than that, the quality-wise, I think you would have to stick with Sancho and Antony. And up front, of course, the Sioux. Hopefully, we get to see Cristiano starting in this game and, of course, making an impact. That is my hope, and that's what I'm expecting Ten Hag would do. But what do you guys think about this lineup? Please let me know your comments down section below. What do you think about the starting 11? Do you agree with Cristiano starting? I'm sure many of you don't agree with that. Do you agree with Malacia starting? And also, would you drop McTominay for Casemiro? Leave your comments down below. And talking about who is the most important player from each team, I would have to go with Haaland for Man City. I think he's been ridiculous. He's been scoring a lot of goals, and I think it's a difficult one to call between Haaland and how he's going to match up with Martinez, because I know definitely Martinez is going to start in this game, but lots of people are predicting Martinez is short, that Haaland is just going to dominate him. I don't think so. I don't believe so. I think Martinez is still a very good defender, and he's also good in the air as well. Just because he is short, that doesn't mean he's actually going to be completely dominated by Haaland. So if we can stop the ball going into Haaland, I think we can stop Haaland. Basically, that's what you need to do. Really, you need to control the middle of the park and make sure that the ball doesn't get to Haaland as often as Man City wants. So we can stop that. We can stop Haaland, in my opinion. And going into my prediction now, look, I mean, this is probably one of the most difficult games that we will play this season. Away from home, playing against Man City, that's a difficult one. Of course, we have beaten Liverpool and Arsenal at home, but I think this is a different kind of game. This is a different kind of challenge for the Manchester United team. And I expect us to get a draw in this game, to get a result. My prediction is 1-1 in this game. I think we can nick a draw in this game. Of course, Man City will dominate ball possession, but we're just gonna have to be lethal on the counter and try to punish Man City, because that is their weakness. But let me know, guys, what do you guys think is going to happen in this game? What is your prediction? Give me your scoreline, and also give me who do you think is gonna score in this match. Leave all your comments down below. I'm also going to be doing a watch along for this game on Sunday, so be sure to tune in for that watch along. And thanks again for watching. Peace.